Wednesday night at Dover, but that's right. Things have changed. We're going custom style. KTatty going to be our IRR. Icy still up here. McLovin, man, still making that cameo. Thank you for your help, and what a great race. What strategy would you have done, and do you think it would have worked after we just saw Big Jim do that? Because we talked to him. That was crazy.
I definitely think driving the car all the way in on its fuel tank is going to be very important, as you can see. But also, I think it's going to be a little bit different on the custom side, like KTatty was saying in the last race, with fuel-saving gears and a lot more guys having like clutches and stuff. I don't think fuel will be quite as big of a factor. It'll definitely be involved, but I don't see it coming down to that.
I can guarantee one thing, after what they just showed us, even with some cautions out there, I still think if we get a good long green flag run that third stage, we'll see ourselves another barn burner. And what's up, Dean? That's right, I know. You're here so you don't get parked. The only guy that gets parked more than a illegally parked car, actually. This guy gets parked every weekend, but great to have him out there. We do have KTatty. He's going to stay in this chat party again with the frustrations of everything going on. It's going to help us do a little bit of IRR situations tonight. We will get in here.
Yeah, breaking news coming straight from Nuko's chat. You have been parked.
We're just waiting on Robbie to get back into this race lobby, and then we'll be going.
So we need that wanker to get out of the pub, put down the chocolate milk that he calls Guinness, get behind the wheel, which should be scary for everybody, and we're going to go back to the 1 mile, decently banked concrete oval, make love it, Icy, Tatty, myself, all up here on a Wednesday night. Do not forget to tune in tomorrow, guys, because McLovin and Puddin' and myself and about 13 other people in one, and about 18 on the other, will be coming back here, custom and preset style, tomorrow night, which we'd like to thank CNC Designs for helping us out. Got my clothing order from them. Awesome. And don't forget, tonight, the Custom Cup is presented by threeD Metalworks. For all of your machining and welding needs in South Carolina, please give them a shout. Thank you to threeD Metalworks for all that they have done, and CNC Designs for sponsoring Season 5.0 here in Giggity Racing in the Xfinity and Cup side. Sorry, I had to take a drink of an adult beverage. That was a long word right there. McLovin, ma'am, custom cars. Who's going to burn tires up quicker than others? Who's got better fuel mileage than others, right? Everybody's setup's just that wee bit different.
Oh, it's going to be a big advantage, I think, having a car that can stretch your fuel. I really think a 3-gear set is really good here. I don't really, like, a lot of guys like to set up their cars nice and loose to make sure they can get those hot lappers in. I more prefer to set up a race setup, as like I like to call it, where you're going to have a consistent car that doesn't fall off on you in the long run. And I think that's really going to be key in this race. You're going to have a lot of guys come and go, I believe, just like we did in the first race. It's really going to come down to who really set that car up for a longer run, because I do expect to see more green flag racing in this race.
That is true. And out there, we see Dean, and we got Paul Bear. Paul Bear giving McLovin a little love. She says, hey, McLovin, what's up, buddy? Great to have him out there.
What's up, Paul?
They do so much work, Ma and Paul, as them. They do so much between the development and the development series, but the custom and the preset guys and gals, they do so much. Plus, they have to work on their own setups. They are both over there on Wanker Motorsports, aka Shen, driving themselves some custom trucks. So they've got a lot of work throughout the week. So thank you for what you guys do out here in Giggity Paw and Ma, and of all things too. You have more heavy weight on your shoulders. Thank you, KTatty, for all your quick decision thinking and ways to make Giggity better every year.
Now, Puddin', I have a quick question for you. Who's your favorite tonight?
Okay.
We know
Who's my favorite to win tonight?
I'm not even say that name, so. Yes, sir. Who's your favorite?
There's two people out there running Puddin' Motorsports custom setup. I don't want to give their names out, but I will be keeping an eye on them.
Okay. I'm really looking at a few guys. I think that Owen could shock, or Nuka Bob could shock a few guys tonight. He's shown some really good speed throughout the week, and as
long as he gets his pizza in time. We played a different racing game last night, and he had to go get a pizza, and it cost him 5 laps.
Oh wow, that pizza must have been really good. That's all I can say.
It was a taco pizza, from what I heard. Go ahead.
Oh wow. No, I really think Owen could shock a few people. Of course, you always got to look out for Cola. He's just fast everywhere. There's a few
Never
guys
heard
out
of
there.
her.
Never heard of her. And then the third guy I would say is Flash 9, because he's like a sneaky quick kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like he just happens to be there all the time. So I mean, it can really there's a good handful of guys here that I think have a really good shot at pulling it out. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it just depends on how many cautions we have, damages into effect. Not a super heavy draft, but it definitely will help you pull around here. So you have damage, you want to get that fixed if you see any early race cautions.
Yes, sir. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. We'll see that towards the end of the race too. You got to be in position by stage 3. If you get stuck there, if you get stuck there in the back, you see what can happen to you. So I mean, you really don't want to be stuck back there. You got to take your time, work your way up, and put yourself in position for that last stage.
Noko said we kick half the Heat community for waiting. I can't believe so many people want to come in and do a 50% race again. On that note, if you don't already know from watching the preset race, everybody obviously already knows what's going on with the chat parties and messages and how we have to do that now. Well, because of what's going on, we have to do public lobby racing tonight. So we're going to see, you know, a lot of randos come in there, which I didn't think I'd see that many randos come into a custom Dota race there, McLovin.
Hey man, a lot of guys are starting to work on their setups. You know, some of these guys want to go out for this next pro league thing, whenever that might be. So you'll see a lot of guys hopping in and out, just trying to tweak stuff and just learn. Sometimes you're working on some stuff, seeing what they can do. So it doesn't really shock me as much as some might say.
And like you just said, people want to come out. The pro leagues have been pretty big out there, and just like real life racing, you know, you don't get there if you don't put the practice in. So a lot of these people said big lobby, custom setups, stages, got some time to work. But tonight, sorry public lobbies, it's giggity only for our custom cup guys. This is our elite series on Wednesday nights.
There actually was a random that was able to join.
Oh no! $20 as he murders the rear half of the field then. Oh no.
And we have Mo Power Toyotas in first through third right now.
You know how I know that you're lying? Because you said Mo Power and Toyota in the same sentence. I do, you know, I do like seeing D. Smith up there. He's got himself a car. Looks like he just clipped that butter just a little bit coming off there, and the cars are already slowing down. That is a caution already. Mo Power Celtics, Mo Power NRG, Mo Power yeah, never mind. We don't need to bring his name up anyway.
I think that person left, by the way, KTatty. If his name was Anthony, he is parked on pit road with a lot of damage.
So if he came in here, I can't wait to see the chats after this. A rando comes in and creates a caution on the, not even the first full lap. But tonight, again, we are back here under the lights. And look at that. I really like Wicked Gatekeeper's paint scheme out there, doing a little patriotic. New captain. Nice. I do like that. Really like that. And I talked to him yesterday. He was doing a lot of work on his car. So a lot of these guys have put in time. The 12, the 19, the 21. Here we go. We are going to rack him and stack him from a rando wreck. That 19 gets a great drive off the rear, out that high side. But he is able to pull down in front of the 12 right there. So that it does say he, again, custom setups there. He might have himself a gear ratio, but here comes the 12. Hits that line right, tries to make a move to the inside. Can't quite get it done, and 19 of D. Smith out there.
In the wall.
That's going to hurt.
That looked like it hurt.
Nuka says, I don't know who Anthony drives for. He needs a penalty. Nuka, that is a rando. So you can penalize them yourself on your own time.
Now, Puddin', back to that gear you were talking about. Do you think it's just the gear rear end ratio that the 19 might have an advantage over the 12 at? Or do you believe the 12 might have let him in there? You know, them being pretty good friends and all early in the race.
Honestly, the way he did be able to pull is we see the 11 get underneath that 12. If the 12 makes contact, and here comes the 21 to the inside. The way he pulls, I think that 19 had a great gear ratio there, and that includes the transmissions, as we all know, too. The fourth gear lockout rule this year kinds of mess up some people's setups, but not hard to figure out. But I think it's that gear ratio. There's an acceleration gear, and there's a top end gear, miles, mile and a half, 2 miles, short tracks. Everybody has their own preference. I'd rather slow the whole field down and then 2 laps later come flying by him with the top end gear. 21 of Flash 9, go ahead.
I'm McLovin Deadpool's paint scheme, and you can't tell me otherwise.
We'll get back there here in just a quick second. Deadpool again, he's making himself a
with
back.
3 wide for the lead. Looks like Flash 9 takes it there as Mo Power Celtics lost a little bit of power there going through 3 and 4.
And he is holding that outside line. Again, we've talked about it. 2 lanes here. 1 preferred. Outside line, great. Toyota and Ford crime of Big D Destroyer in that 38. Trying to catch up to that 2 car right in front as Flash 9 now is the leader. Big D now up to 3rd. D Smith falls off the pace just a little bit back to 4th.
And it looks just like last race. You have some Fords just dominating the beginning of this race.
You know, it depends on the name, but everybody knows. I hate to love it and love to hate to say it sometimes. Everybody knows I am a Chevy guy. I cannot believe Robbie over here in that 7 car is actually keeping that car as straight as he was. I did get the opportunity to FaceTime with him, which I normally do, and quote unquote, he said, "Hey bud, I'm at a pub," and he's over there drinking chocolate milk, aka Guinness. So he's had himself a couple adult beverages, looking pretty good, being patient tonight. D Smith back up there taking that Mo Power Toyota. We got a lead change. That is the AJ Stormmobile out of Cola Motorsports, quote unquote, never heard of her racing. Man, I need to go get me some more of those gummy snacks, man. Those things are awesome.
We got Cola Motorsports up to 4th and on the back bumper, or now to the outside of the 19 car. Oh, and another commentator curse. There goes the 4 car, right into the wall. And
the 14 that you just talked about, that is the one and only Captain Jack. He might be the captain, but he cannot go backwards on a track. We are under our first caution flag, McMuffin, as Coco Money Mike called you. McMuffin, I like it.
That was a pretty big one. That might have caused a red flag here for a minute. That's gonna take a big cleanup.
And Liquid Dub says, "Hello, I'm looking to getting into a racing game. Should I get this game? I don't know. Thank you for joining in. We appreciate it. Do you like NASCAR? Do you not? I'm just saying. But we appreciate you being out there, and if you are interested in getting this game and this league, we are more than happy to help you out there." Liquid Dubs. We're going to rack them and stack them. AJ Storm and Flash 9. Mo Power right there with them. Here we go, McMuffin.
Robbie racing up the 6th spot, man. You better watch out. He had a couple chalky milks.
Yeah, he did too. I told him too. I was like, that shit's gross. That's nasty. But he is doing it too. The 34 Red Lake Racing had himself a rough start. Got a car to his inside. The 11's on the outside of the 19. Hill, the 34 hits the wall. Gonna stack them all back up. That will be another caution. AJ Storm Flash 9 out there leading the race.
No caution yet.
No caution has come out for a big one.
Flash 9 wanting to be D-Ben. We know him as Matty D, following that deuce. Right there, going into 3 and 4. Custom cars. These cars, everybody's got a different setup, obviously, on what they prefer. But tracks like this, they're, McLovin, you have to consider tire wear, not lap times. Because it will just eat you up. Plus fuel mileage, we saw that in the preset race.
Exactly. The biggest word I like to use is time on track. You know
I didn't know you could. That's 3 words, by the way.
Ooh, good point. Good point. I'm kind of retarded. But no, this is a track where you really, and most tracks, you really got to worry about having a setup that's not going to fall off. You could run a heater all you want, but if you're dropping off 3-4 tenths at the end of a run compared to a guy that might be a little bit slower at the beginning of a run, it's really not helping you.
Great to see AJ Storm out there. We know he puts a lot of time and effort into these cars. Most people know who he is because of what he has done in the past, pulling these 3D Metalworks custom cup cars around the Dover Motor Speedway, 1 mile concrete track. 21 pulls up just a little bit into that second lane. The 2 holds him to the inside. The 11 about 5 cars back. The 2-car breakaway up front.
Yeah, they pulled away from these Mopower Toyotas as you see Cola working his way under D. Smith for the 4th position.
Everybody out there too looking like they are being patient. You just said it. We brought it up numerous times in that preset race. You can't win if you're not there in the end, and the only way to be there at the end, and it looks like the 11 car on my screen had a split second of lag while he was by himself.
I was still seeing it. Oh, there it goes. It was pretty bad there for a second.
We'll keep an eye on that situation. Just because you lag once doesn't automatically mean you get beat. But the 14 of Captain Jack, he is looking at the back of another Ford Mustang. That is the 32. That is KTatty trying to get himself up there too slowly but surely, working his way back up to the front. Again, one of the longest green flag runs we've seen at the Dover Cup races tonight here in Stage 1. All of these guys out there still, you know, trying to figure it out. And you run customs, I run customs. How much time do you put into one of your cars at a specific track just to get it where you want it and not have to make any adjustments on pit lane? And if you do, very few, McLovin.
It's a long process, especially if the competitors we have to run against, and you know this for a fact. And some of these guys put in, I mean, a whole week, day in, day out. Anytime they can get on the game, they get on and put their work in. I would say probably it's a couple handful amount of hours at least. Like,
well, if we would stay off of Cocoa Mountains Golf Club, we could make our cars faster, but that's a fun course to play.
Yes. It is. It's an amazing, very annoying course, but an amazing course. But no, you have to put in a lot of work in these setups, man. Especially when you're running against, like, here in the Cup, you know, you got guys like Flash 9, Cola Motorsports, AJ Storm, all these guys you mentioned. These guys are all top notch. Unfortunately, Noko is not with us at the moment, but another superstar talent, man. Like, you have to put in hours.
Big D Destroyer, Wicked Gatekeeper. Yeah. I mean,
so many,
Robbie Racing. So many people put the time and effort in. It's not homework, but it's something they enjoy. And exactly. One click a wedge, or some sway bar here, a spring ratio, tire pressure, rear gear, and next thing you know, one click on anything throws your car off and makes you a half second slower than anything else.
Exactly. You just have to put in a ton of work when you're running against guys this caliber, man. You can't just go on here and, you know, build a setup for a day and think you're going to go out here and be competitive. It's just not how it works.
Well, I mean, I've got that mentality, but, I mean, no, I'm just kidding, guys. Again, everybody here in Giggity Racing, from our administrators down to the team captains to everybody who helps out with penalties, plus our drivers themselves, we're up almost 600 subscribers, McLovin, almost to 590. We have over 300 drivers amongst our teams and development every week. I would say Giggity Racing is a very strong league, and it's so much fun to be in, and just the camaraderie. I've got to meet so many people from here and shake hands with them as my travels across the country, as you know. Too bad I'm in Vegas, because I would love to go to Texas, well, with everybody who knows who they are. But man, Giggity Racing is awesome. If you want to join, you want to be in, we have a development series. The trucks and the Xfinity and the Cup all have a preset and a custom side that gives you 2 opportunities to get to assign to a team. 8 teams out there, 3 cars per team. It's crazy. Giggity Racing. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come out there. We are sponsored. Tonight's custom race sponsored by threeD Metalworks. The Xfinity races brought to you by CNC Designs. How could it get any better, McLovin?
It couldn't, man. You mean top-notch, like I said, top-notch talent, top-notch league here. As we still, I seen KTatty a couple laps ago get underneath the 14 of Captain Jack for position, and he's trying the runaway. Also, we just had Deadpool get around D. Smith, and we had Red Lake Racing taking on the pit road. So I don't know exactly if he's just short pitting here or if he had a lot of damage, but definitely looks like he brought it on the pit road a little bit early.
Yeah, and if you're not happy with your car, we've talked about that a little bit too. With your setups, how many opportunities do you get to make adjustments? Obviously, it depends upon the. You get 3 with the stages, but with customs, you should have your car pretty well set and dialed in.
Usually when you have a custom setup, you're not really going to tweak it much. Like, you might get in a race and make a minor, like, quarter pound, half pound, you know, tire pressure adjustment if needed, depending on how the track goes throughout the run. But usually you want to have your setup pretty much tuned in. Ideally, you don't want to have to touch it at all. That's the main goal.
No, but there are certain things that you want to do. If you're coming down to a 4-lap shootout, you take that custom, you go get them 4 fresh tires, you loosen that thing up, and you just drive her in deep and let her eat and then make that thing work. But long runs like we've been seeing tonight, one caution for these custom guys, great racing, McLovin. As we see, oh, that's right, that Anthony guy, the rando already on pit lane, Mo Power up there, having himself some sniff of the lead early.
We have a battle right here, but right behind KTatty's, it looks like Deadpool's trying to find a way around Captain Jack, not having the best time right now, trying to get around him though.
This is it for the stage. Flash 9 just won the stage.
Okay, Flash 9 is your stage winner.
Flash 9, our stage winners. We're going to put it on that 21 Motorcraft.
Looks like we had Flash 9, then AJ Storm, and then No Palace Celtics there in 3rd. Followed by Cola in 4th.
KTatty 5th, Captain Jack 6th, Deadpool 7th, Wicked Gatekeeper 8th, Big Destroyer 9th, Mopal D. Smith falling back to 10th.
The one thing you know they're going to do is get those 4 freshies in Battlefield Fuel before we rack them and stack them. If they're not happy with how their car is in traffic, especially if they don't practice in traffic, might take a little tape on, off, wedge, and out there. McLovin, if you didn't like your car and you weren't in the draft before, what adjustments would you make if you had cars in front of you? Because typically while practicing, it's not that.
Well, it really depends. You kind of have to get a feel behind cars before. Like, if I was a little tight or something, I'd actually add a little bit of tape because I would want to get a little more downforce onto the nose of my car to help me rotate. Maybe a slight wedge adjustment, but I'm usually not touching it a lot. I like to just fill the car and maybe adjust my line more than anything when I get around other guys. And I feel like a lot of guys in this race are going to do the same thing. Like, I don't see them making too many major tweaks.
Flash 9, that 21 Toyota Mustang Crime, going to bring him down to the 2nd stage. AJ Storm right there. So it's it's Mustang, Toyota Mustang leading it out there. Here comes the Mustang of AJ Storm making a move to the inside. They are too wide, coming into the corner. Can they make it stick? Flash 9's loving this, pulling 2 cars out on they're ready. AJ Storm makes a move up to 2nd. Can he get himself a W this year? He has had a great car with some unfortunate incidences.
And I gotta say, great save by Cola Motorsports right there. He was going
Never
for
heard of her.
position and about lost the car and was able to bring it back on track without getting in anyone's way and causing a caution. So, much respect there.
Yes, without a doubt. Everybody trying to give the best that they can, and the 19 of D. Smith looks like he makes head-on contact as the 20 of NRG's making a move to the inside. 12 to the outside. Can he get around that 14 of I Am Captain Jack? Again, next week, this is confirmation. After this week of Giggity Race and Indy Development, Dover Xfinity Preset tomorrow, we are taking a week off next week. That is for everybody out there. Everybody gets a little bit of a breather, which I'm sure they are really much needed after this last confusion day, because, well, I can't exactly tell them what I told you when I first jumped in your message/chat party, but I wasn't happy about it just like everybody else is too. So a week off next week for everybody, much needed.
I'll tell you who needs a breather right now, and that is that 21 of Flash 9, because AJ is not giving him any room to breathe. Like, he is all over him.
On board with the never heard of her Ford Mustang, the number 4 Cola Motorsports out of, well, Cola Motorsports, chasing down another Mustang. That is the 32. That is KTatty. These guys running 5th and 6th. Great battle for the lead, but it looks like Tatty and Cola need to get that draft because the front 4 have. We have talked about it earlier. Not a super heavy draft track, but if people can work up there, McLovin, they can pull away from single cars.
You definitely can. If you know how to kind of running around here right, not getting to the back of the guy you're pushing, you can definitely make a little more ground up by using that draft. It's not quite as effective as if you were at 1.5 miles, but you can still get the job done. And like Taddy brought up last race, even now, maybe save a little bit of fuel while you're behind someone, not burn quite as much as you usually would.
And I just was clicking through right there and saw the 88. That is the one and only proprietor of Cocoa Mountains Golf Club. Cocoa Money Mike had himself a mechanical failure, took that number 88 Chevrolet Nocomobile to pit lane. He will be parked for the rest of the night. That is unfortunate for him. Flash 9 still leading AJ Storm, the 11 and 42 of Deadpool. All looking really good right now.
And that McDonald's Chevrolet, and I'm McLovin' it.
I was waiting on it. Again, you and I played some other games, had a lot of good conversations. I know that you are Mick Lovin'. Everybody knows how I always tell you to go mix something, but I am a Wendy's guy, though. I am a Wendy's guy. I'm not going to lie to you.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a little Wendy's, you know?
These Nevada people, though, they're all about this In-N-Out, and I have absolutely... I can't stand it. I don't get it.
In-N-Out is overrated.
Without a doubt.
Right there,
without a doubt. And new captain this year, too, filling in for the No Shift Motorsports team, the 12 of Nuka Bob. He is the 12 car running in second, and he's got that right there. 8 of Wicked Gatekeeper behind him. That is the 14 of Captain Jack. Excuse me, they're not in second, but they are all in single file trying to get back up there and work together, it looks like, a little bit.
It looks like Cola Motorsports had caught up to Taddy, and Taddy kind of just like let him by there, doing the smart decision and not letting the other guys behind them catch up while they battle. So that's a really good decision on Taddy's part.
I love how you said that too, battle. Knowing that you haven't seen a yellow flag for a long time now, the harder you push, especially in customs, the harder you eat the fuel and tires up. You want to be there on the long run. Sometimes it's just best to say, hey, go eat your stuff up. I'll save mine. I'll see you in 5 laps.
Exactly. See if we can get to the backside here and see if we got any good action going on, even though these top 4...
Can you say backside on air? I don't know if you can. Sounds good, though. We're going to keep running with it, though, McLovin. Thanks to have you up here, man.
Let's see what we got here. Looks like we got a lot of 2-car battles here. We got Owen and Captain Jack with battle for position. It looks like Robbie
Nuka.
Yeah. And then we got Robbie and Wicked Gatekeeper right there. And it looks like Robbie's going underneath Wicked Gatekeeper for the position.
Chevy on Chevy power right there. Who's going to be able to prevail? Will the wanker make it, or will Wicked Gatekeeper get him back on that second lane? Looks like the Englishman himself will get him cleared by a car and a half.
And these two of Cola and KTatty are catching this 4-car pack just a little bit at a time. Looks like we're about to have a 6-car battle here soon. And it looks like D. Smith has pulled her on the pit road.
Oh, that is not good for him. Can he make it work? Is he permanently there? Can you see his car lunging as we see AJ Storm and Celtics making a move 1, 2, 3 on that 21 of our leader, Flash 9?
Looks like he was just a casual pit stop. I'm seeing if I can see him coming out of the pits here.
Trying to get a little pit strategy in before the 2 laps of the stage, maybe.
Well, I would say that's a good strategy, but you're going to go at least 1 lap down as he's just exiting pit road now.
Yeah, and you can't take that chance, too, of being the first car lap down when there's other cars out there, too. AJ Storm right there on the back of that 21. 2 Mustangs and a Toyota. That is your top 3. Here's the 42. That is Deadpool 490. He is struggling a little bit to find that draft. Flash 9 still pulling him down, but Flash 9, AJ Storm, and Celtics. That is your top 3 with Deadpool in the 4th position.
I will give Deadpool some credit, though, considering the kind of rough weeks he's had lately. He's having a good run right now and just needs to kind of keep it up.
I wouldn't give Deadpool any credit. I mean, it's Deadpool, you know what I mean? It's like Dean. Like he's only here so he doesn't get parked.
like you said about KTatty, he let Cola by, and about 5 laps later, right back by him.
Things do happen. People get impatient. When do you win that race? On the last lap, not the one going into the stage. This is a good experimentation time, though. Try to burn your car up a little bit, see what adjustments you have to make to see if you have to make that long run or what kind of short run adjustments to make there, McLovin knows. So maybe it's a good idea to burn it up a little bit. See what you have to do.
Here in this first stage, you do make a good valid point of this is the time if you want to try that. to see what you can do with the car.
Well, I mean, I make a valid point. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Flash. It looks like Flash 9 is gonna possibly sweep the stages here as we're coming to this green and white checkered here.
No. We're not even halfway through this.
Oh, we're not halfway through the stage, my bad. Keep forgetting we have a long stage here. So my apologies, folks.
You're fired.
Oof. Wouldn't be the first time.
You're fired. Just like my buddy Rub-On-Him. Rub-On-Him gets fired 3 times a day. But the top 3 starting to pull away from Deadpool because of that draft. Flash 9, AJ, and Celtics. 1, 2, 3. We see the 34, the head first in the car. Does not pull it back up. That is red leg. Looks like he's going to keep it down there as long as he possibly can. But when cars are this spread out on a 1-mile track, how is he going to get it backed up in there without wrecking anybody? We'll have to see that. But Flash 9 still our leader with AJ Storm right there on the bumper. Pulling about a half a car on Celtics.
Oh, we got a little bit of lag from Celtics again. Hopefully it doesn't affect anybody and we'll be good once it straightens back out here.
I just did see that too, and we have seen situations from Celtics in the past of his lagging issues and actually benefited him. But we're going to have to keep an eye on that too. If you are asked, folks, it doesn't matter if you're in development all the way to preset cup, anywhere you're at. If you're asked to leave after the 3rd time because of lag, please respect that issue. And it's not because of your driving, it's because of technology. You're always welcome back next week. So let's keep that in mind. But Celtics has pulled right back on and in on that number 2 Ford Mustang as Flash 9 still the leader. Okay, good talk, McLovin. Good talk.
I'm just going around the track, man, trying to find a good battle. 'Cause it looks
Contact
like
being made. AJ Storm and the Flash 9.
Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like AJ was just going to ride behind Flash 9, but he ain't even in second anymore.
It is what it is, but you got to do what you got to do. Celtics back up to second. These tires still going crazy for the 3rd week in a row. It's driving me nuts. Flash 9 still the leader. Celtics right there, and AJ Storm's going to fall back just a little bit because of that situation. Can he get back up there? I'm on board with the 14. That is Captain Jack. He is over there of the Never Heard of a Racing.
Well, I'm just curious to see if Celtics is just going to try to get this pass off quick while he's got these pretty much 2 teammates in Flash and AJ separated, or if he's going to ride behind him. Honestly, I want to see if Celtics can just get out there and pull. I want to see what his car has.
We got ourselves a great battle back here with the Ford Mustang in the 32. That is Never Heard of Her, a.k.a. Cola and KTatty. Next time Cola hits him in the rear of that end, I would hope he would spit first, give him that courtesy spit, but he just straight plowed him, stick right behind him. Tatty's still going to lead him back. Good battle with these guys.
Some people don't prefer the courtesy spit, they like it raw, and that just must be
that's not my fault. That's not my fault. These guys too, AJ has fallen off the lead pack, and so has Deadpool. Has their car fallen off a little bit, do you think, with these customs, as Robbie is trying to chase down Nuka?
It definitely looks like maybe AJ Storm and Deadpool don't have the same long-run speed as what Flash and Celtics are showing at the moment, for sure. And it does look like AJ got a little loose there. If he wasn't signaling the pit, it looked like he got a little loose going through the backstretch. It looks like Wicked is not having a good time, as he had an incident and is now a lap down.
He's just coming off pit road.
Oh, he just got off pit road? Okay.
Heavy damage on the front of that car, but Nuka still has Robbie right there with him. Robbie always wants to be known as the gentleman racer because he said Englishmen are gentlemen. Well, if you could hear half the things he says to me when we're not on air, you would not believe he's a gentleman, even though he's an outstanding great guy. And you know who didn't appreciate him talking like that? Was that Wall, because he just talked that Wall down. He smacked it good. Poor old Anthony.
Hey, poor Anthony, right? Just keep switching over to him.
He didn't have a clue what he was getting into.
Quick question: Is he the first one-lap start and park in Giggity history? I need to know this. This is facts we need right now.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, great. We actually had NRG a couple weeks ago. He parked before we ever even got here. He parked during the loading screen.
That's impressive to park it during a loading screen. That's on another level.
That's another level. Flash 9 with the 11 of Celtics right behind him. AJ right there. These two have pulled away. They do have a sniff of that draft. We're going to talk about it all night long. Let's not start now, or let's start now. Lap traffic. What's Flash 9 going to do when he's got Celtics breathing down his throat and he's coming up on that lap traffic muffin? I mean, Flubbing.
Oh man, sorry. I'll get back up there in a second. I was looking at Nuka Bob. It looked like he was running down the 4 and 32 a little bit. They're coming up on D Smith. I expect D Smith to just move right out the way. He did it earlier. Red Leg though. Okay, yeah, good decision. Good decision there. Scared me there for a minute. No, I don't see. They don't have much lap traffic coming up, and the ones I see like D Smith, I don't see him being an issue at all.
Great battle though. Celtics hasn't left his rear bumper, but we'll have to see what happens with D Smith. Even though, man, I'm gonna say this. He's an Atlanta Braves fan. I'm sorry. I don't feel for him on that aspect. I mean,
well,
you know,
I don't
but
like to speak baseball because we signed Bryce Harper, and it was the worst decision we've ever done as a Phillies organization. So
yeah, I don't know what you guys were thinking either, too. But I mean, our Atlanta Braves affiliate over here, we do have to appreciate his and thank him for helping set up this lobby. This is a public lobby. We only had one rando. He realized what he's got into. This update today threw everybody for a loop, and again, KTatty and everybody else who spent the time and effort to figure out how to make this happen, because there was a 5% chance this may not have happened tonight if they didn't figure out how to do it with the details.
now either D Smith has pretty good pace, and he just got caught in some incidents, or
Or
he
just
has
got off a
fresher
pit lane.
tires.
Yeah.
Exactly. One of the two, because they're not really reeling him in super quick.
Lap traffic definitely a factor for AJ Storm back here, running the Alliance black and gold number 2. Captain Jack not having a good night. I can only imagine when he says, I've known him for quite some time now, don't want to be in his year. KTatty's got a yellow car right in his sightings. Looks like he's being really smooth. Never heard of her in that number 4.
Flash 9 is bringing on pit road. Celtic stays at another lap. And AJ Storm brings it down with Flash 9.
I don't know if I would have done that quite yet, just because you still got stages to go. On the last stage, we just saw how Big Jim won that. Maybe then, but now, keep pace.
We'll see what happens. We'll see how long Celtics actually stays out here.
I'm on board with Red Leg who's right behind him.
Deadpool and Robbie Racing bringing it down to the very next lap. So
maybe are they trying to stretch something? Well, we all know Robbie's got what we affectionately here in Giggity call Robbie gear. NASCAR's run four speeds. Well, for some odd reason, he found somebody to build him a 6-speed. It's called Robbie gear. It's called overdrive, and it's called fuel mileage.
Well, Celtics brings it on pit road. Do you know who has not yet, though? It looks like KTatty and Cola Motorsports still on the track.
Never heard of her.
Celtics and Nuka bringing it down pit road right now.
Seeing that too, yeah, I'm going to try to click through. Flash 9 back out there on the track, going underneath the bridge. AJ Storm right behind him. 14 of Captain Jack there.
Hot. Might have been speeding. I'm kind of curious to see if he gets a pit road speeding penalty or not.
Big Destroyer bring that KMS 38 Ford Mustang down the pit lane, as is everybody else. Wicked Gatekeeper too.
Cola is bringing it down as well. Yep. I think that this will cycle us through, I believe.
Deadpool coming off right now in that 42 Chevrolet. A lot of people on pit lane.
Celtics exiting pit road right now, and the 21 and 2 are already going by. That's staying out 2 more laps. It's going to be a big, massive gap here.
Trying to click back up there.
The 21 and 2 are coming out of 4, and Celtics is just entering 3. He does have 2 lap fresher tires and a little bit more fuel. We'll see if he's able to run these guys back down before the stage.
What are your thoughts and opinions on this track, as you will be doing the same race, just a modified version tomorrow?
I honestly, it's not my favorite track, but I kind of ride this thing super old school, kind of like I did at Bristol a few weeks ago. I like to get right down next to that apron, and I just think you can't be afraid of it. You really got to like back that corner entry up so you can have a faster exit and like keep that thing low. And like, what's your saying always? Grip it. What's your
grip
nice
it and rip it?
Yeah, grip it and rip it. As soon as you get back on the gas, I am not letting off. I'll take her easy in the corner, and then I grip it and rip it off, man.
I can actually say that's not my saying, though. I just like saying it.
Well, it's a fun saying, I'll tell you.
It's the one thing you can say with no teeth.
Oh, man.
Captain
No,
Jack bringing his Ford Mustang down here for Cola Motorsports, never heard of her for his maintenance.
And we have a change to lead as the 2 car has passed Flash 9 and is trying to leave him.
The number 2 car, that is the one and only AJ Storm. He's put himself in some positions this year to win some races and just didn't have the finishes because of things that happened. But can tonight be his night? Will Dover be it?
Another part of me thinks that either Celtics is closing at a severely higher rate, and he is closing on both, but I think Flash 9 might be saving a little bit of fuel or something because he's dropped way off pace. Like, the 2 car, AJ is just gapping him right now.
We'll jump on board right here as I am putting my hair back up. There we go. Watching this threeD Metalworks Custom Cup race here at Dover Season 5 Giggity Racing.
Flash 9 is in fuel conservation mode. He is letting that thing sail up in the corner, and he's not getting on the brake or anything at all. He is letting that thing coast.
Do you think he's experimenting for the 3rd stage? Because you should be able to know, unless you did something drastically wrong. I think you should be able to make it after 1 pit here, though.
Did you remember I said that you get about 37 laps to the tank here? After running full force, they pit with about 42 to go.
Yeah, they pitted about 5 laps short. So I think Flash is trying to save the fuel here. Because he's way off pace. Like, look how much Celtics has gapped him in a lap. He's definitely trying to save the fuel. Can he do it? That's a lot of fuel to save. I mean, we'll find out. Celtics, he doesn't look like he's worried about fuel at all. I think he's just full going for it. I think Celtics just expects to have to make a second stop.
D. Smith back down there. Synergy's up in the wall. On board with Celtics now, trying to click over to him. McLovin, take this just for a couple seconds here. I gotta go take care of something, buddy.
Problem. We still have the 2 of AJ Storm leading, with Celtics closing pretty quickly. You got the 14 of Captain Jack, who stayed a little bit later, trying to get back on the lead lap with those freshest tires, as he's looking under AJ Storm right now to get back on the lead lap, and he will get him clear here going through 1 and 2, it looks like. And Celtics is on the back bumper of AJ Storm now. I don't expect this to be much of a battle. Those couple lap pressure tires, I just expect Celtics to make quick work of them and keep moving. The real question for me is, once he gets by that 2 car, is the 2 safe fuel, or does he just keep running it?
Sorry about that, guys. I tried to take care of a situation right there as we're riding on board with AJ Storm. Everybody trying to get there now, huh?
While you were gone, Celtics actually pulled up to the back bumper of AJ, but since then, AJ's got a couple car links again. Do you think Celtics just ran him down as now trying to save fuel, or is you think he's going to continue to push this and just plan on making a second stop?
I mean, if he pushed the issue that quick and then he started to back off, he's got to be saved, because if he had that car to get around him, I think he would have already done it.
Yeah, he looks like he's backing off now, in my opinion.
Clicking through the field real quick as we get to the rando on pit lane. Back on par with Mo Power. He started right up there too. And again, Mo Power, NRG. Man, for these guys wanting to have Mo Power, I think they need to go find that Chevy Power.
And Flash 9 is still in fuel conservation mode, as he is now a whole straightaway behind Celtics and AJ Storm.
He is too, and that means he's got no pressure from behind right now either too, so that it's an opportunity to save tires and fuel. Maybe that's what he's doing. Back on board the 11, trying to chase down that 2 of AJ Storm.
No, a name that might sound crazy here is actually Captain Jack. He just unlapped himself a couple laps ago, but he stayed out about 2 laps longer than Cola, and Cola pitted, I believe, 2 laps after Celtics. So, he might be right on the edge of making it.
Heavy Duty Getting says, can Flash actually save 5 laps? I don't know. You'd almost have to go to a coasting rate. And Nathan says, Chevy power equals Mo power. And guess what? That's my kind of guy right there. Got the big old Chevy bow tie tattooed on my forearm. I am not afraid to say, I will say it loud and proud every day. Chevy power, Mo power out there. But the Mo power guy's looking pretty good, maybe with some strategy out there. Some names I've never seen in the chat before. Great to have you guys out there here in Giggity Racing. The 11 pulls up. That is Toyota on forward right there. That is AJ Storm. And Celtics pulls right there. And again, I don't know if that's the glitch. Sometimes you do see it, McLovin. He may not, it might be fixed on his screen. Little damage, but he is closing in on that 2 Ford Mustang from the Color Motorsports camp of AJ Storm really quick.
And he's making the move right here.
He said bring back Mopar Heavy Duty said. I wouldn't go quite that far. Actually, yeah, bring back Mopar and get rid of Ford. That'll balance it out. We'll still be a 3 manufacturer group that way.
Now, one thing I'm curious about is I think Flash might have abandoned this fuel saving strategy because he's actually reeling the 2 and 11 back in right now, as well as Cola behind him.
Yeah, I just clicked over to Flash 9 on that 21 Ford Mustang. He does not have a sniff of that draft of AJ Storm in that never heard of her 2. But he is gaining on weight there too. And like you said, never heard of her herself, right there in that 4 Color Motorsports. Can he get there? The 2 of AJ Storm trying to make a small peak, put a little nose down there underneath the 11 of Celtics. Can't get it done. Both of them again running just above that apron line. There is a black line there, and it's like a guideline, isn't it, McLovin? It's good. It's a good reference point.
Yes, it really is. I'm gonna be shocked if any of these guys can make it on fuel. I do believe that the 21 has decided that there's no way he can make it, and that's why he's rolling these guys back in.
He not only reeled him in, he pulled him back in like a minnow. He yanked it back in, right back on. Mustang, Toyota, Crime, Toyota out there leading. That is Celtics and AJ Storm right behind him. Flash 9 in that 21. Flash 9, like you just said, pulled that other Mustang in. Can these guys work together collaboratively and get there? Or if you're Celtics in that 11 Toyota FedEx car, do you dare throw some of that there blocks? And we see AJ get a little loose. That gives him an opportunity. Dives in, puts those in. New leader as of right now. AJ Storm in the Mustang, Toyota, Mustang Crime. Flash 9's licking his chops. I do that again there, Celtics. I want to take advantage of the same thing.
Oh, Celtics. Oh, is he going back to the inside here? I don't think he's going to quite get there.
Didn't look like he got there yet. Flash 9 doesn't know if he wants to dive in and wants to be part of this group or if he wants to fall back and see what happens. AJ Storm's still up there. Celtics on his bumper. Flash 9's falling back about 3 or 4 cars. Mustang, Toyota, Mustang, right? That's what we're seeing right now. AJ Storm needs himself a win to get himself locked into the championship here in Giggity Racing 5.0 for Cola Motorsports. Had the opportunity numerous times, but things have happened, so this is looking like a good chance for him.
I'm very confused what Flash is doing because he reeled these guys back in after saving some fuel, and if you listen to his RPMs, he's back in fuel saving again. That's very, very confusing to me. Like, I don't know what his strategy is.
It may not be strategy. It just might be something. His cars might have fallen off that pace just a little bit. We do have Paul Bear out there in YouTube land. Thank you for everything you do again. Trying to get a lap count with everything that has happened. Today we are trying to get this. KTatty is in here as IRR, but you do have to remember he is racing. You got to give him a moment to concentrate.
12 to go. Leader's coming to 11 right now.
Okay, thanks for making me look like an ass.
I said it while you were saying all that and then had to repeat.
That was quick. Damn.
Yeah, he said it as soon as you brought it up. Oh, we got someone around. Oh, Captain Jack.
That is Captain Jack in the 14 I saw on the backstretch on the infield right there. That 2 Mustang I've never heard of a race, and really definitely starting to pull away from Celtics and Flash 9.
Here soon, we should see if people are going to make it on fuel or not. If you tend to go here in a stage, you're going to start seeing people pull down pit road if they can't make it.
Captain Jack. Something I don't think I've ever heard him say, but I can guarantee you something he's thinking. Not my words. Words from other commentators here from Mo Power Monday. Man, I hate it here.
As soon as you say that, he hits the wall as well, so he's definitely just not having a good time.
Wicked Gatekeeper got a little bit of fucking pressure from behind him right there. The 32, that's KTatty, makes a move to the inside. He pulls up. That gives KTatty that position right there. Back on board with the number 4. I've never heard of her motorsports. He's reeling these guys in slowly but surely, and so has Celtics.
What'd you say there, Tatty?
Wicked was a lap down. That was not for position.
Okay, Wicked was a lap down. Gotcha.
Here comes the 11 of Celtics. Makes move to the inside. Can he get it done? He will be credited with the lap lead that's coming down the straightaway. The 2 pulls in behind him. That is AJ Storm. Flash 9 licking his chops. Says, do that again. I'll make the move to the inside. AJ Storm pulls in behind the Camaro, or the Camry of the 11. Flash 9 comes down to the inside after the 2 clips the wall. He scratches it. That costs him just another position right there. Flash 9 up to second. Time is running out in this stage there, McLovin.
Great battle here. And I don't know if it's breaking news, but it sure looks like Nuka Bob has parked it. I'm not seeing him on the track anymore, and I do not see him exiting pit road.
That is not good. Normally when you see him on pit lane, the car will be lunching and mirthing back and forth.
As Robbie Racing has made his way around Deadpool. Get back up to these lead guys here to see what we can find out.
Damn, Robbie's passing people. Maybe he needs to have himself one of those chocolate milks more every night on race night.
Chalky milks bring out the aggressive in them. We need it. Aggression, man. The 2 looks like he either fell off a rock or he is just trying to make the end of the stage. What are we coming to here, Tatty?
The leader will be coming to 3 to go.
3 to go? Alright. Three to go here in the stage. Let's see if this Flash 9 fella has anything for Celtics right now.
Glad to see the Anthony still on pit lane.
And he does make a good camera angle for just watching people exit the pits without having to go to one person, I'll tell you that. Flash 9 is on the rear bumper, 2 to go here in the stage. Can he get by him and sweep the stages?
That's important because at this point nobody can pit now.
Good point. No one can pit at this point either. That would be a penalty. So coming to the white flag. This looks like a 2-man race. Does Flash have anything for Celtics here?
I have returned. I am so sorry, everybody.
Oh, don't worry about it. We're only halfway through the
goodness.
custom race now, I see.
I know. I'm sorry. I tried.
No, man,
I was
family
not
happens,
expecting
life
that to be
happens,
such
everything
a,
comes first, and it looks like the 11... No, you're good, I see.
And 11's going to take home stage 2 here with Flash 9 second. Looks like we'll have AJ Storm 3rd, Cola 4th.
Never heard of her.
Oh, rats. I'm in a totally different lobby, too.
Who got 5th in that stage, KTatty?
You want to find the one that says Mopower D. Smith. Even though he is not looking like he's got all that power right now, but great win.
KTatty?
It went Mopower Celtics, Flash 9, AJ Storm, Cola, Tatty, NRG, Robbie, Deadpool, Destroyer, Captain Jack. Destroyer will be the car getting the lucky dog.
Ooh, do
Is this a
you think he
strategy
did
call
that to
by the
get to the
19?
end?
Is this a strategy call by the 19? He's on pit road during the caution.
Yeah, I seen him. I think he was out of fuel, and he ended up hitting He was 3 laps down, so he
It's
probably
okay.
won't.
There's
Oh,
like
he was
80
already
laps
laps
left.
down.
I'm still
All
good.
right, good to know.
Yeah, he was 3 laps
I
down.
got back from the
It
exciting
doesn't
stuff.
matter. Good point.
But actually, he'll gain a position if he doesn't pit under this caution. He'll pass with the gatekeeper, who's also 3 laps down. So that actually still would be a 1 lap penalty.
I see in McLovin. I'll give you guys the call here as we're going to bring him into the new stage.
All right, looks like we racked them and stacked them here, as my friend Puddin likes to say. Let's see what happens going down here in the 1 and 2. Hopefully we can get through here clean.
Oh boy.
And Red Lake Racing already into the wall on the back of this group here. Looks like the 21 easily clears this 11 car. And no issues. Wow. Flash 9 to the lead, Celtics second.
Anybody want to give me a quick rundown of what I missed?
The
Everything.
First 2 stages. We're in stage 3.
Oh, and don't forget all of the preset race.
Yeah, like almost the whole preset race, so I got a call that I was expecting, but I didn't expect it to come as quick as it did. Okay. Alright.
Most of the race has been, Flash, Celtics, Cola, KTatty, and AJ in the top 5. A few other guys here and there. And they
that
just a
is
good battle.
Cola in the 4. And it's a scheme that I can see this week. Thank you, Cola. I appreciate it.
He's in the Bush
And
car.
the 2 is as well.
He's in the Bush Apple car.
No, he's not.
I'm following him right now.
That's not the Bush Apple car.
I was just messing with you.
I was like, no.
Flash 9 really has a car under him today. I'll tell you that.
A car with no wheels.
Who needs
Selective
wheels, right?
Yeah, selective wheels. Only there when they want to be.
And see, here in Giggity, we do not discriminate. 21 or above, or anybody else who can't see the cool paint schemes, you're all welcome.
Yeah.
Or is our,
You can just view it from my point of view.
and a quick shout out to Anthony, sponsor here tonight, Shriners Hospital for Children. Appreciate everything they do.
That is facts, though. That is true.
Really is. I was just scrolling through and saw it and was like, had to call it out. Fuck, screw
But
it, right?
old Anthony over there, he didn't know what he was getting into. He said, I'm not getting into this race with Never Heard of Her, or Celtics, or our leader Flash 9, or Big D Destroyer. He said, oh, I see the names, I'm out.
And you joke, but you look back here in 6th spot and we have Robbie Racing moving his way up.
Never heard of her either.
Honestly, Robbie.
NRG is actually having himself a good, nice, quiet night as well. Good for him.
And you know what? I don't believe you, because you just put NRG and quiet in the same sentence. That doesn't happen normally.
Exactly, that's why it's been a good night for him. As Flash 9 starts to pull away from this 11 car a little bit after a slip up in 1 and 2.
He's starting to pull away. Celtic still in second. That 2 car right there. In 3rd place, getting a big old shove from Never Heard of Her Racing. And don't turn your rear view on if you don't want to get scared. There's KTatty.
Is he supposed to scare somebody?
Yeah, because the way he drives, you got to be careful. You might get walled.
Oh, we got a battle for second here. AJ Storm underneath Celtics.
Yeah, I'm on board with that too. Here comes Cola and everybody else Tatty right behind him there too. They're going to try to freight lane the 11 as he gets 2 to the outside. He clips the wall and finds his way back down single file. He got
And
lucky.
he crosses over KTatty. We got a battle here for 4th spot.
Oh, that's
I'm
gross.
glad to see you decided to do that.
What?
Glad to see you decided to do this thing called breathe in this race.
I breathe all the time. That's gross. My wife just texted me, we're on our way home. We're at In-N-Out. In-N-Out is like the worst fast food restaurant I've ever eaten at. And trust me, as a racer traveling the country, I've eaten in a lot of places. That place was nasty. Well, great to see they're on the way back, and I can tell what product they purchased that's not legal anywhere in the state of Ohio that is here in Nevada. That is probably why they're at the In-N-Out Burger, as AJ Storm in that black and gold 2 is coming into that 21, making a move to the inside. 21 will be credited with that lead, but he has a big old push from that forum. Never heard of her racing.
In-N-Out's not bad, but
never
again.
No one ever said it's bad. You know what it is though? Overrated.
It's very overrated. I'll give you that, but it's not bad by any means.
No, it is bad. I mean, I would rather go get freaking 2 for 99 hot dogs from a gas station with a concrete bun than eat In-N-Out again.
When I
that might be a little
it,
drastic.
I had it in LA, which is like kind of like the home of it, I believe.
Gross.
Oh, KTatty.
LA was fun.
Look like KTatty might have had a little help shoving Celtics up the track there. But he gets the spot.
No, he did it on purpose.
I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, but we'll just roll with that, alright?
He won't sneak anything by me.
And we have a line of about, what, 8, 9 deep here that all have a shot? Just, what are we at, Daytona right now? But that's the talent that Puddin was bringing up too, man. You have all these good cars, all these great drivers. You're gonna have close racing like this no matter where you go.
Just all depends on how somebody feels about somebody at that particular moment, on how they pass them, right, though? Oh, I get a cough?
I mean, if you're Tatty, it's just bump and run all the time, so...
I mean, if I saw Icy on a racetrack, sorry, I'm not sorry, I'd put you in with the RVs.
Hey, Icy, you're lucky you don't gotta race with this guy. I gotta watch out tomorrow.
Note to self, my custom, I'm gonna go put a preset 9 on with a big old steel bumper.
Oh boy.
As the Celtics gives the 7 of Robbie a big old get out of my way bump.
And at the same time, who we got in the 38? He just went...
That's right, Big D Destroyer.
Big D Destroyer just passed Deadpool for position, so I believe that moves him up to the 6th spot. 5th spot.
Big D, one of those silent but deadly guys too. He got signed not too terribly long ago.
Why do you keep comparing guys to farts?
Because it sounds good? I don't know.
That doesn't sound...
I'm just trying to fill in for you for the last hour and a half.
I'm sorry. You had to, at least. I didn't leave you hanging.
I mean, you kind of did. You left me with McMuffin.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding.
Right. What a... Oh, man.
No.
It's 2020.
Paul Bear, if you guys are watching, am I loud enough tonight? Boom.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about, Icy. I can't hear you at all.
Hey, yo, chill out. Okay.
The 2 never heard of her motorsports vehicles right there leading away. AJ Storm being the 1, Flash 9 back into 3rd. 3 Mustangs pulling it away with Cola sitting there in that 2nd spot. Right behind them, we have another Mustang.
Oh boy.
He is live in what he is seeing right now too. He is being able to utilize a little bit of draft. I don't think he'll be able to save a lot of gas there or fuel, but he is loving what he's seeing, hoping that they bump each other so he can take advantage of it. Go ahead there, Icy. Finally.
You mean he's McLovin?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Paul Bear. I appreciate the 10-4 on that.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
No. Paul Bear, don't give him any credit. What are you doing? No, great to have you up here again. I've seen McLovin and myself putting on a Wednesday night preset and custom cup at Dover. Still, we're going to call it the wheels are going crazy, whatever amount of number of miles we want to run, because I'm getting a seizure after every time I'm watching these tires bounce all over the place.
I'm pretty sure you're not, guys. You can watch the Xfinity races at Dover, and we're
going to be in it.
If you love seeing Puddin broadcast, you'll love seeing him race even more. Make sure to turn in tomorrow for that. For the custom
Doors,
and
everybody.
preset
Every
races.
corner.
It's
Door.
over.
Just door slamming.
Hopefully this time he doesn't bring a qualifying setup to the racetrack because we see how that works for him.
Wow.
That's a good question, Big Jim. Tatty, how many laps do we have left, bud?
Let me get back to start finish line.
And KTatty is now, what is it? Up to third.
54.
54 to go there, Big Jim.
This is the farthest back in the field Puddin we've seen flashed all night. Do you think the competition's just made their cars a little bit better, or do you think he might be holding a little bit back right now? Or icy, if Puddin's not going to answer.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I haven't been here long enough.
I'm very curious
to know.
myself to see what he does,
But,
because he won stage 1 and finished second stage 2, and now he's back here running in, I believe, what is that, 7th spot? So, I mean...
He could be. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I keep doing
What do you do? Ooh, in the middle of a broadcast when Mrs. Puddin calls, you mute yourself and you answer the damn thing, because you don't want to deal with that for the next couple days.
Well,
Our
now you're gonna have to
preset
do it
winner
anyways.
over there, Big Jim, again, thank you for joining in.
Big Jim got the win?
Yeah, he did.
Congratulations, Big Jim. I did not know that.
Well, maybe if you were on the phone.
Oh, sorry. Okay, look, I'm gonna hear this for the next 3 weeks.
5.
No, you can place your bets in Vegas. 5. Fine, we'll raise it.
I
5.
see you really want to
Bet-
raise it. Hey, we could
Bet
bet on
the
it
over,
tonight.
everybody. Bet the over.
We'll see you in the game after this race is over that we cannot name, and we'll see how these bets go.
The Celtics, the 11 Celtics making a move to the inside of Deadpool.
Gets it done too.
Flash 9 for no reason.
Flash 9 is definitely saving. He is way off. He dropped way back over the last lap and a half. He's not only not at the tail
Yeah.
at this line anymore, but he's way back.
It looked good what he did in the first stage, though. What do you know about that, Icy? Oh, glad you were here.
Oh, what, saving? I don't know anything about it because I never do it.
Why? Your team captain has his own gear named after him. It's called Wanker Saver Gear.
Well, I don't use it.
$20 as I get a hate message here as soon as this race is over.
And can we give a shout out to KTatty, who's now worked his way? Oh, Deadpool into the wall. But KTatty has now worked his way up the second spot and is trying to get past AJ for the lead.
When's the last time Tatty won a race? That sounds really bad, but I'm actually curious.
Yesterday it was just me and him after I pitted 3 times.
Well,
Now,
you
question
wouldn't have
is,
had to pit for him to beat you, but anyways. He's going for a lead right now, actually. Going to go under AJ Storm.
now for Tatty, is this going to be a 2-stopper, or is he going to 1-stop this?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the numbers are looking like on the fuel strategy. I don't have Hot Dog Charlie in my ear, so I don't know.
He said Hot Dog Charlie. KTatty takes the lead. Will be credited with that lap. It is going to pass that other Mustang. I've never heard of her motorsports over there. And he says, come on with your bad self. My teammate won tonight in the same car with a different paint scheme. I got to duplicate it.
Might be the best week for Knievel Motorsports we've seen so far in this season.
Not facts. Not facts. Not facts. That is not facts. You have yet to see. You have yet to see the best to come, y'all.
Oh boy.
He said so far, though, so.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's not completely wrong. Our team's pretty good, though.
Minus one of the custom truck drivers. If he is watching tonight, he is fired for the 17th time this week.
As they work their way around NRG here.
And they stink at golf, too.
Oh, AJ's bringing her down pit road.
All right, guys.
And
I'm
your pit
usually the
road's
one answering the strategy situation, so what does Tatty do?
Send it.
If I'm Tatty, I run this thing dry until I'm stuttering.
Full send.
And then I bring it down pit road. Like, I am running this thing completely out.
See, now, apparently, KTatty's Mustang has passed inspection. But apparently, the people who were looking at it weren't too wise. Tatty races out of Knievel Motorsports. He is making that Mustang fast tonight because he has Hood Motorsports built Chevrolet horsepower underneath it. Come on with your bad self, Tatty. Take it to the front.
And with that being said, he just lost the race because he doesn't want to win in a Chevy.
You're fired.
See, the secret is he's not going to win this race unless they put some mixed sauce in that gas tank right now.
Yeah, well, we see his Ford Mustang coming down right now, and we also see the 20 of NRG. They are now making their green flag pit stops.
As Cola Motorsports stays out another lap, he is stretching this fuel as far as he can.
Never heard of her. Good racing tonight here at Dover. We did see a couple yellows in the preset race. Nah, a couple here too, but at the same time, you just bring that up. Here comes the never heard of her Motorsports Ford number 4 Mustang down pit lane. Big D just got whacked. It was an AI on pit lane, but still, that's not going to be good. That doesn't look good.
I'm going to keep an eye on this 21 real quick. I do not know if he has pitted yet.
Yeah, I think he's later.
Okay, yeah, the 21 is still stretching his fuel, guys. He was definitely in fuel conservation mode.
And he's making it around, Wanker right there. No, he does not. Now you say that?
Now he's on.
Now he's coming down.
He's stretching a few more laps there. Let's see if it makes a difference here later.
Hey, more fuel, fresher tires, that extra lap. We just saw it in the preset race where they were half a lap and a lap short, and maybe that'll come back to get him the W tonight. Good follow-up, guys. Good follow-up, Jim.
But you do see you also see how much these fresh tires make a difference. Because AJ, I believe, pitted 1 or 2 laps before Cola, and he has got a huge gap back to Cola now. AJ is on the front stretch, and Cola is going through 3 and 4 right now. As Red Leg needs to watch out for KTatty there.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah.
I would not have made the old KMS owner happy.
21 is just in the pits.
Good talk, Puddin'. Good talk.
I mean, a potato chip. I didn't want to crunch online.
He's got to eat potato chips. That way he doesn't have to eat his wife's cooking. You can say he's full.
All right.
Damn straight.
You're just never grateful for her cooking, are you, bud?
Absolutely not. When you put off the smoke detectors more than one time in 1 month that I have in the entire lifetime I've ever been alive, which is what, 38 years, that says something.
She's trying.
I wouldn't even give her the old college try. That's like the half-assed middle school try.
A try is a try, though.
Okay, Taddy, can I get an update on who the leader is after that cycle?
AJ Cola, man.
Alright, gotcha.
And AJ is the leader, and he has nobody behind him.
Yeah, so here's what I'm curious about. Flash 9 stayed out those extra laps on this fuel, correct?
Correct.
But AJ is only half a corner away from lapping him. That is That's going to be interesting on the strategy if he's just too far behind to make it work now.
Oh, look at that. Thanks again. We see still we got Paw Bear out there. And we see Big Jim. We also have ourselves a Puck Buck of sighting out there. Way to go, Puck Buck. I can't wait to get pucked by you tomorrow here, because I know that's what you're going to do to me.
Paul Bear, I was trying to get him to stop, but he didn't take the hint.
You know what? I'm a grown-ass man.
Hey, have fun.
I'll take my lickings.
That's why she went to In-N-Out instead.
Yeah, we do have family in town, and this is for serious. With everything that she's gone through with the last year and a half of being a nerve with COVID and everything, she's got her cousin and her sister in town. They went down to the strip of Las Vegas tonight, eating themselves out a little bit, just enjoying each other, hanging out, laughs, hugs, tears even. So it's great that after everything she's done, she gets to see some family, and I'm super happy for it.
No, that is great, though, honestly. Thanks to her and everybody who's kind of been out there on the front lines, if you will, with this virus. Obviously, I know a lot of people don't really take it seriously.
It is for real.
Even me included, you know. I'm not going to act like I've been perfect throughout this whole time, but, you know, this is a very serious matter, no matter how you look at it.
6 feet distance and wear a mask. I mean, I thought it was a flu at first, too, but she lost 22 patients in 6 weeks, anywhere from the age of 19 to 92. All from the same thing. Not a car wreck, not an overdose, not being stupid. COVID is real, and I'd love to have you guys around as old friends. Please be here. As we see Mo Power Celtics, I don't know if that was a lag, but he did himself a nice little 180 down the backstretch there.
And while we're on the talk of family, another big thing I want to bring up is just how much all of us here at Giggity as a family are thinking of Noko and his wife at the very moment.
Facts.
And we just can't wait to eventually have him back, and they pull through whatever it is they're going through at this moment in time, and he knows we're all here for him, man, and we can't wait to hear from him again.
Without a doubt, without a doubt. No, you've been in our thoughts and prayers for some time, Noko, and but at the same time, the one thing I don't miss is your smart-ass comebacks that I know you will have for us. But man, we're all here for you. Your entire team is, and everybody in Giggity and beyond. Thoughts and prayers to you at Noko.
And D. Smith has wrecked her. Oh boy, that's a lot of damage. I don't think a caution's gonna come out though. Should stay green.
So yeah, Big Jim just saw it too while we were on board with the 11 of Celtics. He hit that thing. Jim saw it. On board with Never Heard of Her Motorsportsman, that Ford Mustang. Wishing he had some of that Pud Motorsports horsepower Chevrolet underneath the hood to try to get that thing going a little bit. Doing the best he can. Looking good in points this year, but tonight struggling just a little bit here at the Delaware Concrete 1 mile.
I don't know, I kind of like where KTatty's at. He let Cola go by and is just rode behind him. I wonder if Tatty's just trying to save a little bit of fuel right here.
Well, instead of wondering, why don't you ask him?
I'll never tell.
There
He's
you
never
go.
gonna tell. See, they already knew the answer to that.
Hey, I mean, you don't know if you don't ask, right? Trying to flip through there. Sorry, guys. Not trying to give everybody a seizure, as he is jumping on board with that 32 Dryden full Mustang. Yes, it secretly does have Chevrolet horsepower under the hood. Coming right back up on another car, utilizing the draft. Going to get him just a little bit. Save, back it up, and drive it in. And can he get around him? Be cautious. We have been caution free for a while. We've been clean and green, guys. This is looking really good for strategy. Can we get this quality of stream on Thursday? Absolutely not. You will get 10 times better there, Puck Buck. I love you to death. Good kid. Just doesn't know how to drive a stick up his nose. I'm just kidding, buddy. No, seriously, everybody here in Giggity, you're here for a reason.
Like pudding, it's for the commentating, not his driving.
Facts.
Oh, definitely not driving.
I can't believe you guys kept me here this long, but as we see that 32 of Tatty, he is on the back bumper of that Never Heard of Her number 4 Mustang, and they are trying to reel down somebody right in front of them. Looks to appear to be the leader of AJ Storm. So
we also got to give a shout out to Big D as well. Over here, he's rolling these guys in as well, man. We're about to have a 4-car battle.
And Big D and KTatty are on the same team.
You just got torn into by Buck there, bud.
I don't care. It's Buck. Who really cares? No one listens to little girls anymore. We listen to men here in Giggities. So, Big D Destroyer is a teammate of Tatty. Tatty being our in-race reporter, not having him right there. These guys are subconsciously working with each other, knowing what they're going to do, but not being able to talk. As we see, Never Heard of Motorsports make a move to the inside of his teammate.
The 2 is in save mode right now. I think he's trying. He might be saving a little late though.
It's not hard to be behind you when you wreck everybody in front of me. Anybody? Let's do this. 50-50 bet. 50-50 bet. Put your bets out there. Buck or Puddin', who finishes higher tomorrow? Custom Xfinity at Dover. All the viewers out there, let's take a little fan vote as we're on board with that 38 trying to track these leaders down.
What's the vote on? Are you going to get to that or what?
Just
well, I mean, hell, I'll put up a bet.
That was the bet.
I'll put up a bet. Somebody make it.
On what?
That I beat Buck as a actual retired professional motorsports athlete instead of some kid who's playing virtual football with no helmet on. Who wins? Oh, Buck's gonna kick me for that one. Good battle. Here comes Big D making a move on his teammate to the inside right there.
You hear me, Puddin'?
No, and I'm probably pretty sure I'm glad I didn't.
So you remember what happened last time we played Madden?
So?
I'm just saying, bud.
I'm talking custom Xfinity cars at Dover tomorrow.
You're talking. Oh. I thought you were talking about football, so I was just trying to remind you.
Oh, well, there you go, Puddin'. Paul Bear put money on you. There you go.
Well, just remind everybody, Paul Bear is in Canada, so if he wins American money, he only gets 75% of what he bet. I'll put it in the other 25% just to make it fair for my boy Paul Bear, because I like Paul Bear and Paul Bear. They do so much for us. I'll put that extra 25% in. I'll kick it in.
I don't even have to ask Tatty right now. Tatty is in straight
I don't want a handshake or a pat on the back, because you're so short you'd be giving me a pat on the ass there, Buck. See me on the lead lap. Icy joining us back. KTatty, our surprise, giving us cameo commentator tonight here in the Season 5 Giggity Racing, presented by threeD Metalworks Custom Cup Race, Mr. Mick Lovin himself. We've had ourselves a couple good chuckles and good laughs in the last couple days playing a different game where you got. But man, NASCAR, that's where we all met. That's where all our hearts are, and that's why we're all here, guys. Good talk. Appreciate y'all. Great talk, man. You guys are awesome.
Oh man. Dude,
all I know is whatever these little gummy things my sister brought to me, I need some more of those things. Those things are awesome.
Oh, I bet. How many
For the kids at home, he really likes his candy.
I'll tell you when we cross line. I think we're coming to 8 though.
8 to go?
I think so. Let me verify that when I get to the line.
I really wish that 2 things would happen. The wheels get fixed in spectator mode. Oh, 3 things apparently, because I wish they would bring in the broadcast ticker like they advertised, not worried about the draft meter, and my God, this chat issue that we've had today that has got everybody a little worked up. We figured around. We need to get that.
Right back, guys. Give me just a minute.
What do we got? 7 to go right here, or is it coming to 6? 7 to go.
And D Smith makes his way around AJ. So again, I think you're right there, McLovin. AJ is in that fuel save mode.
believe Cole here coming to get 6 to go now.
Never Heard of Her Motorsports out here trying to get himself a win. He's never done it before. He's never seen flags that weren't green and white or yellow.
If he does not have the fuel, Big D might be in the seat here. We'll find out. He's not far behind. If Cole were to stutter, he could get him.
Big D, if you don't know who he is, very good on strategy. Has helped a lot of big names out there. He knows what he's doing when it comes to setups. He knows how to set up a car. Let's ride a couple laps with him over the deck lid here to see if he's making any grounds on that Never Heard of Her Motorsports number 4.
Coming to 4 to go here as well.
Ooh, 4 to go. It doesn't matter how much time he reels in unless Cola runs out or pops a tire. I don't think that he will get there, but great finish for Big D tonight. Great run by these custom guys. Very few cautions tonight there, McLovin.
Oh, for sure. It's been really good, clean, green racing for the most part. This is really what you want to see out of these caliber drivers as well. You want to see them be able to show off these setups they put all this work into and show you what they really got for a car as we take 3 to go.
Hours, days, if not weeks into getting one setup right, and then how many tracks do you have to do that in? It takes a long time to get every car exactly where you want it and know what you want to do with it. We're going to jump on board with the Robbie Racing himself in the InsuranceKing.com number 7, who does follow him on the Twitter and the YouTube. So thank you, Insurance King, for joining and being one of the spectators out here in Giggity Racing. If you want to be able to participate, join in. We have the chat. We've got everything out there, and we're coming to 2 to go here, guys.
I believe this is white flag right here. Alright, we're taking the white flag, sponsored by Back Alley Bakery.
Always Back Alley Bakeries. And it looks like, unless something drastic happens, Never Heard of Her Motorsports is going to get himself a W, or her, or because, well, we've never heard of her.
Staying out those extra laps was allowed him to push it there at the end. Polo Motorsports takes home the win.
Congratulations. Big D's going to look like he's going to bring that 38 Mustang in the second. Can we confirm who's in that third spot?
Taddy.
KTatty finishing in the third spot. Then Big D right there. So these guys...
So Cola, Big D, Taddy, Mopawa, Celtics, and Flash 9 rounds up the top 5.
There we go. We have it. You've heard it firsthand from our in-race reporter. Thank you guys for dealing with the public lobby stuff instead of being private. Thank you for dealing with the no qualifying and with the new way of the chat setups. Congratulations to everybody out there tonight. And don't forget, I've said it 1,000 times, Preset and Custom Xfinity at Dover tomorrow. Next week, Giggity Racing will be taking a week off. Take your time, get your setups right, or even just put your speedo on and go lie by the pool. Relax. You have all next week off, guys. So I think that's going to be much needed for a lot of people, but great racing by everybody here tonight in Giggity Racing.
Fantastic race overall.
You need to add cola into here? Good.
Yeah, if you don't mind, real quick, if you could help me out there real quick with everything setting up. Big Jim out there says KTatty and Big D keep putting on a good show. Great to have him out there. That is the preset winner. Icy said, good job. Never heard of her. Never heard of Icy either. So I don't know what's going on there. But Paul Bear, everybody else, thank you guys for joining. And we had 17 viewers. We are going to interview.
I sent him an invite.
Never heard of her. Let's see if we can get them in here. Great racing by everybody tonight in the Custom Cup, McLovin. And they put on a show and they put in their practice on those longer run cars.
You could really see who put in all the practice it needed to put in. And also who had the right gear to stretch the fuel there. Because I know they were getting close on fuel. And I mean, like I said, especially at a track like Dover, I think Cola was really smart to be able to drive that thing as far as he could. Pretty much until you're out of fuel to make sure you could make it.
Yeah, and with that being said, too, I'm not going to put that time in tomorrow. I'm going to go to the strip. I feel like I've got a decent car. Maybe I could put a little bit more in tomorrow, but hopefully I can roll them dice, make a couple dollars out there, and help support everybody out in Giggity. Thank you, Never Heard of Her. Cola Motorsports. How are you tonight? Congratulations on your win. How'd your car feel? He probably should know how to do this by this time.
All right, we're good. No, man, the car felt good. It was just a little loose. But once the run kept going, it started tightening up, and it was pretty good.
Well, not bad, you know, especially for coming out and debuting your new team tonight of Never Heard of Her Motorsports, taking those Ford Mustangs. You guys look pretty good all night. I know you had some of that put motor horsepower Chevrolet power secretly hidden under those Mustang hoods tonight, but congratulations to you guys. Great night in points, and you guys are doing well in all of your championship points and championship points of the owners.
Yeah, man, we come out here, we strive for them good finishes, and
I keep striving.
We're out,
I mean,
we're out there proving a point.
No, thank you to everybody else out there who joined in tonight. Icy for being in here. KTatty being IRR. I don't know. Give me one of those gummy things one more time. I'll get it said right. Maybe I'll put my teeth in for the next one. McLovin, great to have you up here too. And Cola, I know for a fact what your talent is. You gave me the opportunity. I raced with you. You've helped me out in the past. I enjoyed talking with you and racing with you. You're a great guy, man. And you put on a decent show tonight.
Yeah, man. I give everybody a shot. I wish I could have kept you.
But, give everybody a shot. So now I'm just.
No. Listen. Whenever I got you, you continued to grow, and then a captain spot came up, and I was like, well, maybe you're ready. And then we had a talk, and you moved up, and your team's pretty solid. I mean, they come out and prove a point like we do, and they're going to be hard to beat sometime in the near future.
Everybody on this team but Blakey T does a great job. And Cola, again, man, congratulations. You've had some unfortunate circumstance finishes this year after you've had some of the fastest cars out there. So to get yourself another dub tonight, it's got to feel good for you.
Yeah, man, I was really bummed last week. Had a good car. Game kind of glitched and got a speeding penalty. But, I'm just
Is it the game glitching
fun.
or you just having that heavy right foot?
I don't know. But, I come out here to have fun, show what I can do, and, good finishes. Wins are good, but, if I come home top 5, it's pretty good.
Thank you for everything you do, too, as the captain with your team, and you guys are looking real good. AJ was looking good tonight. I know you guys were working together. McLovin, thank you for joining me. C.E.O KTatty, for everybody here in Giggity. Tomorrow, do not forget to join in. Last time, Xfinity Series. Friday, we are going to Indianapolis in the Development Series. Yes, and that is one of the tracks I really like. So I might even make my third straight development appearance this week. I do want to keep my eyes on some people out there too. But with that being said, next week, everybody, enjoy yourself, enjoy the time off. Congratulations to Big Jim and the presets, Cola Motorsports tonight, and the customs. Icy being up here, McLovin. Any final words, buddy?
Hope you enjoyed the race, guys. It was fun being up here. Love working up pudding. That was kind of fun. Can't lie.
Great time, man. I do appreciate it too. Thank you, guys. Tell your friends. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe button. On that note, please be safe. Please stand up for your beliefs. Be here. Take care of you, yourself, and everybody else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye. Bye.